Good morning, people. Hello, hello, hello. Certainly hope you are having a good one. It is August 23rd. It is 77 degrees outside, and it's going to get hotter. They're talking about it's going to be bad out there today. All right, so what is going on? Shout out to everybody here now, and shout out to the replay crew. Shout out to everybody. So this is the big birthday stream. We're really just going to follow up on what hell, what we talked about 12 hours ago, give or take. Shout out to everybody joining me then, and everybody from around the world I see is here, so I appreciate it. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, everybody. I do appreciate everybody being here, and shout out to the new subs. We have had some new subs come aboard, and definitely big shout out to them. We're on our way to 2100, and never thought it would happen. So very quickly, I did go see the Gran Turismo movie last night. I gave it a 6.8 out of 10, pretty much a 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's okay. It's predictable, but the shots were really well done. Does a really good story on the racing league that Sony had with Gran Turismo. I think it switched over to something called a Assetto, something like Assetto Corsa or something like that. I think it switched over, but the movie isn't bad. It's a matinee movie. If you like a nice end of summer kind of movie, that's what this is. It's so it's not bad. It's not bad. And but congratulations to Sony and PlayStation for actually getting this done. The same cameras that were used in Top Gun are used in this. You'll see similar shots. So if you like that type of cinematography, the dialogue is cheesy as you can imagine. Again, matinee this movie, not matinee. It's a good movie. It's not. There's nothing spectacular on it. Days of Thunder mixed with I don't know if there's any other race car movies, but it wasn't bad. Okay, it wasn't bad. So but go check it out. Definitely it's a matinee movie. So don't spend too much coin on it. You may come out there fighting. So make sure you hit that like button, people, and hit the share button. And we will go ahead and move it on down the road. So what are we talking about? Well, some news that just broke was about Project Q. It's actually the PSP. So we're going to go ahead and read about it. This came from IGN about 30 minutes ago. And, actually 47 minutes ago. Says, and this is directly from them, after teasing the device at a State of Play showcase, Sony officially announced its handheld device, previously named Project Q, codename Project Q, is actually now called PlayStation Portable. But it's an extension. It's a remote player. It's on an 8-inch with an 8-inch LCD screen. Oh my, LCD. Oh my, that bringing back memories right there. With a 1080p, with up to 1080p resolution at 60 frames per second, and a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. So that's universal. It says outside of what the device would do, the other underlying question was how much the device would cost. And it is confirmed it will hit the retail shelves at $199.99. So let me know what you think about that price. Do you think that price is fair? You can see right here, this person is playing Returnal. And it says the release date is slated for later this year. So probably right around the holidays. You know how they do it, right? So it says here it's called PSP. And this is their handheld. The PSP affectionately was announced in 2004 and was released in 2004. And it was a gaming console. The portable is designed to allow PS5 players to play their favorite games from the palm of their hand. Again, this isn't targeting me, and I'm not going to down it. I think a lot of the stuff that's happening within the PlayStation community is that the people who are, quote, day of gamers, like they buy games day and date, they start streaming, they think they drive the market. The portable market, at least in Japan and China, or as Donald Trump would say, China, those markets are, the portable markets are just huge. And so that's where I think they're targeting. However, it does look like an interesting concept. And said the most common way to use remote play was was the remote play app via your smartphone. Though connecting it was cumbersome when trying to leave your house and was better suited to just playing at home. So again, you get more info. Somebody named Bo Moore. Oh my. You can, just follow Bo Moore on IGN. He shared his first impressions of it. Take a look at kind of what he says here. Again, he goes on, says it's $200. He does say Nintendo dominates today. Again, this is my opinion. This is them trying to get into the gaming, portable gaming market, which it's lucrative at this point. Okay, it's very lucrative. PS5 games in the palm of your hand as long as you're on Wi-Fi. Again, I have 5G. I'm lucky. Basically, the way my 5G works through Spectrum is I have to be within like 30 feet of the device of the tower that I'm using in my house. As long as I'm there, like my PS5, it'll turn Wi-Fi off, and it'll connect between Wi-Fi, whatever the low one is versus the 5. And I always have to switch it back to the 5 and lock it in. So my PS5 is finicky. So, but it says the PSP. Yeah, that's what it's going for. It says it offers features and ergonomics of the PS5's excellent DualSense controller, including haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and its touchpad. To be clear here, Portable isn't doing anything inherently new. Remote play has existed since the PS3 era. So it says allowing you to stream games from your console to handheld, smartphone, tablet. Now, I may get a tablet. Today is my birthday. Today is my birthday. Yeah. So I may go to Best Buy and just walk out with a tablet. Like I'm going here about 11 o'clock, 11:30. So since that said, it's never really been the ideal experience. You'll either compromise on visual quality, control setup, ergonomics, or all of the above. You can make it work, however. I mean, it is. Says all the DualSense's best features are available here. So that's a good thing as well. It says here the Portable can do something other remote play devices can't. It says it can wake up your PS5 just by turning it on. Well, I don't want that, but okay. This is not for me. Again, it's 8-inch. It's an 8-inch screen at 1080p LCD display. I mean, my God, 1080p LCD. That's just that brings back so many memories. And what's funny is Sony has phones that I think have OLED screens, and so let's hope that they move it to that. So, but it goes on to say the Nintendo and Valve Steam Deck, but but it's also lighter than those. So that's one thing. It's lighter than the Valve Steam Deck. Okay, still giving you both a large screen and full size control. So ergonomically, it's better for your hands, right? So since the 8-inch screen feels expensive, of course, there's a USB-C charger for it, so it'll charge fast. You got the 3.5 jack. That's a universal one, so you don't need a pair of Sony headphones to use it. I would recommend Sony headphones, however, if you're going to use a Sony device, okay? But that's just my opinion. So here's the question. Does it look as good as playing on a 65-inch OLED TV? Of course not. But as far as handhelds go, the 8-inch screen feels expansive. So I would have rather seen a 10-inch screen, but that's fine. Like I said, if I'm going to do this, I will use a tablet. I would use a tablet. That's just me, though. I'm not dogging it out. I'm not saying it's terrible. So, but this is a pretty good write-up about it. But it puts Sony, Sony now has a device that can stream, if that's what you choose to do. All right. That's what you're choosing to do. And you don't have to do it, but if you choose to do it, this is a good thing. This is something for you. I can admit on pain of death, this is not for me. All right. So yeah, you need a Wi-Fi or a hotspot. And let me turn my air conditioner. The good news with hotspots, there we go. Hotspot couple of ones, but I need a cold one for my birthday. The good thing with hotspots and tethering is that that's pretty much universal now. So that's a good thing. There we go. But yeah, you can go to, McDonald's and Wendy's and I mean, wherever, Kroger, you can use this thing. So, because you just walk in and you turn on the Wi-Fi and it pops on in. So I recommend Gran Turismo. Yeah, I mean, if you like racing movies, and for me, it's a matinee. Like if I had paid full price to go to that XD theater and watch that movie, so for me it would have been like $17. I would have been mad. But if I paid $9 to see it in that RDX theater, or RX, or what's it called? DX theater. It's a sound. It's mostly for sound. So yeah. Well, thanks, Eric. Yeah, it's birthday. Just relaxing today. I do have to go to the mall. While I'm at the mall, I might as well go over to Best Buy and see what's up. So they're right in the same area. So I may do that. Unless Jemiah Dixon has a recommendation on the motherboard. I may just get the motherboard because they've got them on Amazon. And this is, if you're building a PC, I recommend this motherboard because you can make 3 payments of $43. Again, 3 payments of $43. So I may just do that. Oof. But but yeah, so that was the breaking story, and I'll break some more news here. Let me go to this over here. There we go. There we go. Let me blow that up for you. And let's see here. Oh well. Here we go. We'll put that here. We'll make that small. There it is. My PlayStation processing order, one of them is I got both emails, but for my Spider-Man DualSense wireless controller, limited edition, it's about to hit, I believe, Friday. I'll get charged. So let's see here. To ensure your pre-order process successfully, please visit our order status page to verify your pre-order, blah, blah, blah. I'll do that later on. But yeah, I woke up to this morning and I'm excited. I'm so excited. So yeah. Yeah, all you all who were able to get your hands on these things, check your emails. Mine was in my spam email for like a day and a half, then it booted it over because it came from Sony. So, but the man is in business. I'm excited for it, and so as you all will see, it's as it should be, and I am excited for it. And you all should be too if you were able to order them, which I assume you were. I mean, I didn't, I heard people saying it was a joke and they couldn't get through, and I don't know why and how they could not get through. But there we go. Let me check the chat here, see if you all were saying anything cool. Appreciate you, Danby Gaming. Appreciate it. So, but thank you for all the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. Chocolate Thunder got double life. Indeed, he did. He did it indeed. So yeah. So it looks like I'll be pulling the trigger on the motherboard today, and yeah, I should have it. I'm gonna try to time it where I just want it on Saturday while I'm here. So I appreciate your Phaedra Socrates. I do appreciate you. So the only drawback is that you need, well, yeah, I read that. But yeah, thanks for all the birthday wishes, guys. I do appreciate it. I will spend the day getting the motherboard and going out to Bed and Body Works at the mall and going from there. and dealing with the heat, which I don't want to deal with. So I'm doing this early, and I'm gonna head up to the mall here shortly. So, but what else we got here that we can talk about? Oh, the Starfield leak was true. The Starfield leak was 100% true, and we know that because the person that leaked it, that video got demonetized by ZeniMax. And when it got demonetized, that meant that was the game. So remember, I was like, well, I'm waiting to see if it's real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to really comment on it until it was real. And apparently somebody got a, they had 40 minutes. And yeah, they had 40 minutes of the game get leaked. But which again happens. I'm not happy about that. Games get leaked all the time. You know, and they want to try to release it in a controlled manner, but that guy got I mean, he got demonetized, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, they took the video down. So yeah, here it is. I'll put this on the screen for you so that you all see it, just in case you saw it. And if that's what the game looked like, then they got trouble. I mean, that's all I can say. They got problems. If that is what this is going to look like, you know, that's, if you go now, that's what it looks like. And you can clearly see, let me blow that up for you here. It says here, this video is no longer available due to copyright claim by ZeniMax. So this was real. He really leaked it. So whoever watched the video, that was real footage, and that is current footage. There's no, as of right now, there's been no announcement of a patch the first day, which doesn't mean we won't get an announcement next week or something like that. But doesn't the game, and I'm confused by this, if you bought the $100 edition, and somebody can just correct me here, if you bought it's called the Constellation edition, I think, and maybe it's not, but there's some edition that you get 5 days early access to, right? Because that's what a lot of people are going to do so they can stream the game. This is how they make money on their channels. So they're going to basically show that they want to show you the game. Now, for me, I'm not going to get the game until the day of launch, and I won't be playing it until that evening. However, if the game's available to download before I go to work, I will download the game before I leave for work. So, but yeah, Mario Heat's Restart, it's looking rough. I mean, it's the best way to kind of put it. I'm not here to say the game is bad, because I haven't played it, but they got problems. That leak was 100% real. So Screen says, why do people leak and then take it down? Well, it got taken down primarily because ZeniMax flagged them. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to put that King Thrash video up. It's got like a big old happy face on it. I mean, I was actually laughing. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is that game got a giant happy face on it? I think it did. Let me see here. Now this isn't his, he's got 2 videos here. I mean, yeah, this is what it, I mean, apparently it looks so bad they had to put a happy face on there. This is King Thrash. I'm not gonna play the video. Shout out to King Thrash. Make sure you all make sure you're subbed to King Thrash and you can go over there and watch it. But this is what Thrash's video looks like. And it's got this giant happy face, or this face. I don't know what kind of face that is. So, but apparently this is somebody, I mean, I don't know how they did this. Like, this is the actual video and it's playing, but the Thrash, being very smart, don't want no copyright. So I guess that's why he put that face up there. I don't know what that face means, but check out, make sure you sub to King Thrash. That video is 45 minutes long, so, or 47 minutes. So that was funny. I mean, I was laughing at that face. And then later on in the video, let's see if I can find this. Later on in the video, he puts up some things. Let's see, he puts this up. I mean, that to me is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, there's some giant eyes. I mean, it's just huge, right? So, I mean, that's what I mean, that's what it looked like. I mean, that's just like it must be so bad that people's eyes are popping out. But I mean, like those eyes. I mean, it was that song back in the day by the Guess Who? These eyes, I'm crying. These eyes have seen a lot of love, but I'm never gonna see another woman like I have in you. And my eyes, man. I mean, the game must be so bad looking at these eyes are popping up like I mean, I don't know, but it must be bad, man. That's all I can really say. So so I did hear the Indian land a lunar module. That is great. That is fantastic. Like another space race is on, and we'll see how that turns out. But that's the Eek a mouse face. Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was. And then you had another gentleman online who literally was playing No Man's Sky in VR, I guess on PSVR. Maybe he was just playing it on PC, and he got attacked by the Xbox community. I don't like this. Leave the guy alone. I mean, he's just playing a video game. I mean, I played No Man's Sky. I finished it. And, you know, this was years ago on PS4. So no, I'm glad they added all this stuff to it. I mean, VR and it's much harder. And I don't know if you can set the settings, but like for me, it's much harder to mine and get it off the planet. It took me almost 4 hours to get off the damn planet I was stuck on. So and the man has the game already. Well, a lot of people who got early looks do have the game. You know, they do have the game. What I think of PlayStation Portable, talked about it. It's not for me, but it's fine. Yeah, it's 1080p 60. You need a hotspot, which most places have hotspots now. But it has haptic feedback and things like that. So I believe, personally, I believe they're targeting like Japan and China with that technology. But that doesn't mean it's useless. It's just not for me. But with that said, however, I'm not going to run it into the ground. Just because something's not for me, it just means it's not for me. Make sure you vote in the poll, which is, will the CMA out of the United Kingdom approve the new Microsoft deal? Remember, United Kingdom, we're going to talk about that here shortly. So the people getting games early, people have been having connects in Best Buy, GameStop. Well, yeah, but again, for me, since my PC doesn't like it's going to be done because I'm ordering my motherboard today, and I would have to try to get it into the shop maybe next Monday and have it out. But it's not about me, so I just rather have the new motherboard and be like, yeah, I got a 5500B motherboard coming. I got a 3060, a 5500 AMD GPU. I'm sorry, CPU. I got faster memory. I got extra storage space if there's enough room on my PC for it. I'll say, hey, look, you get this SSD in there. That's fine too. I'm not gonna cry. You can get this other SSD. If not, I'll just donate it to them. So, see, what got taken down last night? The video got taken down. Oh, your PS5 video got taken down. Yeah, well, people wanted me to do an unboxing video. I'm like, no, I just have a basic, my camera is on my computer, and I don't have one of those, what is it called, a ring? Shout out to all the people with the ring, and then they go do unboxings in front of it, and I don't have like space to do that. So I can assure you my PS5 is here. Okay, I've had it. Shout out to the community. I've had it for three years. And I am hoping to get the Spider-Man version. I'm going to trade in my Xbox Series X to get the Spider-Man PS5. and then I'll hook up the Spider-Man PS5 to a monitor more likely. I would love the 42-inch Sony Mini OLED, but it costs too much damn money. I'm happy with the AOC. Well, that's not Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. The AOC 1440p monitor. But I need to have a 2.1 monitor. You know, people that are getting good deals on monitors, but you're getting a 2.0 monitor. I want 2.1. So well, that's I'm gonna get a 2.1 monitor. I'm not gonna get another TV. Give me the 2.1 monitor, my Spider-Man PS5, and then I'm gonna get an Atmos soundbar, because the LG TVs, the speakers are horrible. I was watching the new Star Wars Ahsoka, whatever it's called, which is good, by the way. I recommended it. The first 2 episodes dropped last night. And I watched them early this morning, right? So, but I recommend them, but I also will recommend to watch Star Wars Rebels and then watch Star Wars Clone Wars. I mean, if you watch those 2 things and then you watch the Ahsoka series, which is new, just came out, it's good. I mean, it is good. It's got it's got a lot of lightsaber fights in it and everything. It's actually pretty good. So, and Rosario Dawson, she even has Osaka's little quirky smile. She has that in the show. Like, so they cast a perfect actress. I highly recommend it. So, Starfield Archive channel still has full lead video. Well, like I said, it hurt my face when I saw it. I'm like, oh man, that's bad. That is bad. So, yeah. So, and apparently it's, I think what has happened is there are people in the PlayStation community who were saying that Starfield was making PlayStation people jealous. Now, I said it made them envious, but the game ain't looking too hot, guys. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm still gonna play it. I'm not one of those people to say, oh, it looks terrible from this leak. But it's looking spooky, and the fact that I can't roam around, like Mario Heat said, India landed a rover on Mars. I'm sorry, on the moon. Shout out to the moon. But it's silly that we don't have some kind of rover, something, you know. And since we have, and Thrash is right, if you don't know, all right. So if you play Mass Effect, this is the best way I can describe it to you. When you play Mass Effect, anytime it shows your ship traveling, that's a load screen. And apparently, that's why they have predetermined loadouts. When they show your ship landing in Starfield, it's so they can put a load screen up there, which harkens back to, shout out to Optimus Code. Shout out to Optimus when he said that Microsoft made their device for people for right now. Like, if you want to design a game based on the technology of right now, the Xbox is perfect for it, and that's what you got, you know. Whereas Sony made their PlayStation for the way games will be made in the future. So this is going to be a problem. That's all I can say. When you have dealt with the people like Tim Dog and Crap Gamer and Post Up, this running their damn mouths about 12 T-flops and 52 CUs, and I don't even know where they are. You know, like, what the hell is a 12 T-flop, and why is it being outperformed by 10? Obviously, you know, they don't make that big of a difference, and that's what Mark Cerny said. Somebody said Armored Core needs some more hype. Well, yeah, I assume Armored Core will be shown today at Gamescom, and I may stream that. I don't know if I can set that up correctly. Let me know if you all want me to try to stream it. I may try to stream it today. I don't know, however. So, well, I mean, you're talking about Navi T-flops, which is like 56. You know, like I don't know, it's just weird the way they measure that stuff. But Mark Cerny did say that you know, Cerny did say that it's a it was a misnomer for people to do that. But yeah, it's Bethesda is pissed off about this, and so you know when they are upset and they are going around deleting stuff, that it's bad. Okay, it's bad what's going on. So we'll go to our final story here. Let's see here. Which is going to be the merger that Microsoft is trying to find something. Okay, so let's go to this article here. Okay, let's take that down. Let's take that down. Okay. All right. So let me go over here. Because remember I said I was going to check on this just to make sure I understood it. Here we go. Here we go. So if you don't know this, Microsoft has, in order to push the deal through the CMA, better known as the Competitions Market Authority, the CMA has come out and reaffirmed they have blocked the first deal. The first deal's not going to do it. So they have gone to this deal, and this deal, let me blow this up. From yesterday, okay, it says they signed an agreement which will give Ubisoft cloud streaming rights to games like Call of Duty and more, coming into effect upon the completion of Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. The agreement includes the complete slate of current Activision Blizzard games, as well as all their new titles launching in the 15 years after the closing of the deal. This is called the deal. The games will land on Ubisoft Plus, which Ubisoft Plus is already on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure. It says, while allowing, this is the big one, while also allowing Ubisoft to license them to cloud gaming companies, service providers, and console makers. That's the end. That's it. All right, so if this deal goes through, Sony gets all these games if they want them, if they want them. And we already know Sony has a 4K streaming service in beta test right now. That's what the new beta was about, right? It says with a single subscription, all right, there's that word you all don't like, to Ubisoft Plus multi-access. This is a different tier, okay? It says players will soon be able to play their favorite Ubisoft games and stream their favorite Activision Blizzard games across multiple platforms, including PC, Xbox consoles, Amazon Luna, and on, there it is, PlayStation platform through Ubi Plus Classics. Holy cow. So this is done. Sony played chess. All right. So if you didn't know that Sony already knew they were going to have a 4K streaming service over a year ago. Okay. Shout out. And also big shout out to Hip Hop Gamer, who said they had solved the lag issue. Big shout out to Big Homie Sick Humor, who streamed games from his PlayStation. I can't remember if it was PlayStation 4 or 5. And he did it for like, I don't know. He did it for like a week straight or something like that. He streamed several games and he said it was no issue. Now it depends on your cable company and your bandwidth, or you can go talk to the old hashtag Stadia gang who were streaming in 4K. They didn't have an issue, but I digress. I really wanted you all to see this. This is so you all don't get into stupid arguments. You just say, well, yeah, look, this is a press release, by the way. This is an actual press release. So I want you all to see this, and I'll read it again. With a single subscription of Ubi Plus multi-access, players will soon be able to play their favorite Ubisoft games and stream their favorite Activision Blizzard games across multiple platforms, including PC, Xbox consoles, Amazon Luna, and on PlayStation platforms through Ubisoft Classics. The agreement will offer players even greater access to a large library of beloved and classic titles, as well as the newest releases all through cloud streaming. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Cloud gaming allows a wide range of content to be accessed on a multitude of devices. Don't give me no crap. Well, it ain't native. It ain't native. It ain't native. If you want it native, then buy an Xbox or get a PC. All right. I mean, again, I don't know what else to say to you about that stuff anymore. See, it says here, they're giving players even more ways to play on a broader range of hardware with fewer barriers. We're dedicated to delivering amazing experiences to our players wherever they choose to play, said Chris Early, Senior Vice President, Strategic Partner, blah, blah, blah. Over the past 15 years, we built and honed our online services and distribution ecosystem into one of the most complete in the industry. Today's deal gives players even more opportunities to access and enjoy some of the biggest brands in gaming. Wow. Wow. Says Ubisoft will announce more about how and when Activision Blizzard titles will be added to Plus and other cloud gaming platforms in the future. In the meantime, discover what's available, blah, 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 blah. So, wow. Wow. This effectively ends all of this. This ends all of it. The streaming is not, the picture isn't as good as a native picture. Never has been. Never has been. I mean, that's not, is it getting better? Yes, it's gotten better. I said this before. I watched Avengers Endgame, 45 minutes, streamed it. Then I watched it in on a hard disk, and from the disk, it looks better, as it should. It's native software and hardware working together. So the streaming, I mean, again, I don't know how you all play Activision's Blizzard's games, but all the people screaming, we can't play. What happens when they move Starfield to streaming? Do you not think it won't be there? Remember I told you how they were going to put Game Pass Lite on PlayStation? And here we are. You just read it. That's Game Pass Lite. Well, it's streaming. Yes, it's Game Pass Lite. You want the full thing? You want the full sandwich? You got to get the hardware Microsoft offers, okay? Or get a PC. All right? But right now, you can stream it from a Samsung TV. I know people that have emailed me, right? Shout out to the people emailing me. They bought Samsung TVs. Guess what? Boom, they have Game Pass. They're going to stream it. They're going to stream it. And eventually, I'm really trying to get you all, I take that back. I'm done trying to get you all to understand that there will be streaming boxes. Just like, I don't know, what's the name of that stupid thing that you plug into your TV? Fire Stick. You're going to have something similar to that to give you a better picture. Eventually, that is coming. That is coming. Doesn't Microsoft already have a streaming box or something to that effect? If you don't think Sony won't put one out too, you're nuts. Amazon will put one out for Amazon Luna is a streaming device. That's what it is. So again, Sony will be doing the same thing, and this will put Starfield on PlayStation through this Ubisoft Plus. And I'm sick and tired. People think it's just going to be it's this, and this. No, there's nuances. There's some gray. I don't expect you all to understand gray because of your youth, but you got to start picking up on the nuance. Okay? You got to pick up on the nuance. So it is what it is. Get your heads out of your asses. Game Pass Lite, if you want to call it that, G Lite, whatever you want to call it, it's coming to PlayStation. It's right there for you. Do we have to read it again? Do we have to read it again? Activision Blizzard Games across multiple platforms, include PC, Xbox, consoles, and Amazon Luna PlayStation platform through Ubisoft Classics. That's just the beginning. They'll be getting Bethesda's games too. They will. Because that's what Microsoft wants. Remember when they said, when they announced, wouldn't it be nice to play these games on other platforms, wherever you were, however you want to play them, and enjoying the games? Pretty much what they said. Sony poaching ABK already, Microsoft buying a skeleton crew. Well, I've seen some people leave, yeah, which was the prediction that once they got bought out, a lot of them would leave. So still won't play it 30 FPS, no thank you. Well, you don't have to play it. The fact, I mean, maybe all the streaming, well, we know that the Q Lite streams games at 1080p 60. We also know that Sony has a 4K streaming apparatus in beta. We know that already. Now, I don't know anybody that's doing it. I've said that for the last week. If anybody is streaming through the new beta, what are you getting? What do you feel? Are you getting a good result? You know, nobody has said anything, so we'll have to wait and see. So Danby Gaming, what was the point of the acquisition of Activision? Was to grow Game Pass's library. Again, they wanna put so much on Game Pass that you don't have a choice but to adapt into it. Like, you won't be able to get anything. That's why Sony is hiring an acquisitions merger person or persons to start finding studios outside of Sony. Sony, you know, that's why they said, you know, with non-organic growth, meaning not grown by Sony. Now, people will say, well, Insomniac was that. What Insomniac worked with Sony with Spider-Man for what, 2.5 years before the game came out? So they were pretty much working for Sony. But this is happening. Well, don't get me wrong, 30 FPS is an abortion, but I mean, not all of Bethesda's games, Activision's games. I mean, that's Call of Duty is 60 frames per second, right? Right? So you have the Call of Duty games at 60, which you'll be able to play natively. But we're talking about, remember how they said, how do you want to call it? They were letting the Xbox community play all the old Call of Duty games. You'll be able to do that too. You'll be streaming it if you want. Now that has to be set up because Ubisoft Plus, you all told me, hey, Ubisoft Plus is already on PlayStation. What are you talking about, Craig? Okay, well, now you're going to get more games, but you will have to sign up for this multiple access, and it's PlayStation through Ubisoft Classics. Let's look that up. So, and this is from almost a year and some months ago. So y'all got to leave me alone. This is over a year old. Now, all these games right now, name all these Assassin's Creed games. What is Assassin's Creed Chronicles China? What the hell? I didn't even know that existed. Okay. All this is already on there. Ghost Recon Wildlands is on there? I didn't know that. Okay. But I think you have to pay for this. I mean, maybe it's something silly you have to do. But my point to you, hey, it's got Uno. So, and Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs 1 and 2 and 3 were all available. So at one point. So again, this is old news. This is old. You know, the Crew 2's new season. I mean, golly, guys, come on. How come I know this and you don't? I mean, that's scary for me. I mean, can you all not see? And maybe Thrash sees this stuff too, and maybe that's why I'm a big fan of Thrash, because Thrash is able to like look at something and not just see the black or the black and white. He can see the why and the how, and that's what I see. You know, there's always a reason for something to happen. There's cause and effect. All right, that's the way we see the world, through cause and effect. So because PlayStation kicked Microsoft's ass in the console market, Microsoft went to cloud. It makes sense to me. You know, you look at Apple computers. Microsoft kicked Apple's butt in the PC market, so Apple went to singular devices like what? Tablets. They went into phones. They went into laptops. They beat Microsoft to that. Microsoft tried to get in the phone market, got their asses handed to them. Microsoft got, you know, so they did, however, get into the tablet market with their that Win 10 tablet, which is arguably considered the best tablet on earth. And then they were really smart when they put that keyboard out for it. You can attach it, and it converts itself into what? Into a walking computer. It's very smart of them. Music, yeah, I know they don't. No, and I'm saying that they don't. Yeah, I know. Like I said, Avengers Endgame, I watched 45 minutes of it streaming on Disney Plus, 4K. My TV has Dolby. It has all of that. And then I stopped it at the 45-minute mark, which is roughly, I think, when Hulk went to New Asgard. That's roughly 45 minutes to an hour in. I stopped it right there, and then I put the disc in to and I have a dedicated 4K player, my Samsung Blu-ray player. All right, I put the same disc in, watched it all up to that point, and even the girl was like, "Well, that picture looks better. You know, it looks sharper." She's right, it does. You're right that it's more rounded. When you stream, it has more of a rounded look. You're right about that. So, but if you're going to keep arguing about fidelity, then you just need to go by the hardware. I'm simply saying to people that you're looking at steps. This is going to take steps. It's not going to just be rammed together. You know, it's going to be steps. So, thanks, Ball Game. Appreciate you. Starfield was developed on PS5. There would be a landing and takeoff sequence. More than likely, but they have load screens. That's all it is. They have load screens. And like I said, if you're playing like a Mass Effect game, anytime it shows the Normandy going up to the mass relay and then going somewhere else, that load screen, that's a load screen. I'm sorry, that when they show you going somewhere else, that's a load screen. So they will constantly show you the same loading screen because it's predetermined. Now it makes sense. Oh, you have a loading screen. Now it makes sense why I just can't land everywhere. That makes sense now. So that many people don't care about fidelity in movies. You need to understand that something that's being streamed to you isn't as good as it being native. Just like, okay, when a song gets put on an album, the original song, that the original print of the album is the cleanest version of that song. The second print, it degrades. Third print degrades. Fourth print degrades, to the point where you get to like the 18th print of it, not 18 records, the 18th print of it, it will start to degrade. That's the way it happens. So that's why they came out with tapes, which degrade over time. And a tape of a song doesn't sound as good as the album. All right. And then you got other degrading. The CD, yes, the CD sounds just as good as the album, and it stays that way for the most part. But now they have digital. There wasn't any digital. When they digitized the Beatles stuff, if you listen to it, it don't sound as good because it was made on mono. So there's a whole lot going on there. But Bethesda got the bag. They're smart. Well, again, this is for ABK. So this is for ABK. So, but Bethesda will follow. I mean, they're not going to leave Bethesda out. So, let's see here. Oh, thank you, Paul Game. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. So, you know, people still go to the movies in droves. Streaming won't overtake going up. No, I don't disagree. And that's what the big push was during the pandemic was, well, people aren't going to go back to the movies. And, you know, that's why movies used to run 13 to 16 weeks.
Happy birthday.
Thank you there, Paul. Appreciate you. Movies used to run 13 to 16 weeks. Now they run 8 to 10 weeks. So people are like, well, the movies aren't making as much money. Yeah, they're not in the theater as long. They go to ancillary markets, which one of them is streaming. One of them is streaming. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, Paul, I can get me a Craig Weiser here a little bit later on today. Most definitely. So, yeah, so you got a whole lot of stuff going on. That thing with the CMA and Microsoft making that split off deal so that they could close the deal, that's something to watch, to keep your eyes on. So yeah. Yeah, vinyl is the best way to listen to music. You know, I still have a vinyl player. And I'm not knocking. I remember when everybody had tapes in their cars, and I remember when everybody started getting new cars and they wanted CDs in there. And then you had the CD case carrier. Then they made cars where you could put CDs right there. And it was crazy. Then you had the cars now. So what is it now? Everything is digital right now. Very rarely will you see somebody, you'll see them connect their phone to their car and they start playing their phone. You know, everything's digital now. Shout out to was it Sean Parker that invented Napster? That's why you're downloading music. Even though he got sued, he created a new format in order for people to listen to music. I remember when Napster first started. So yeah, others are trying to tighten up on people's subscription sharing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Disney just boosted prices. I don't know when mine's going up, but yeah, I signed up for Netflix and Paramount Plus. I just did that. So Netflix, I think they had a special. It was $5.99, and there's really nothing. I'm finished watching Lost in Space. I have no idea why humanity has looked for planets that are Earth-like for years, and these people keep crashing on planets where they can breathe. It's oxygen, you know, there's an atmosphere, it rains, it's like the same stuff. So, and I still don't know why those robots are trying to kill Will Robinson. So, you know, but again, I'm not going to go back and watch season 2 because I thought season 2 was terrible. And I'm like, I'm done with this. So I think season 3 is the last season. And why they went, I don't know why they went to, was it Alpha Centauri when Proxima Centauri is closer? That's, I mean, again, they do get to, it shows them, at least the last show I watched, they get to Alpha Centauri because you see the big white sun, and then you see Betelgeuse. That's the big red sun that they have there. Betelgeuse is humongous. So, but overall, the show is just hokey. But I'm gonna finish it because I started watching it when it first came out. Danger, White and Zaddy Robinson. Well, that robot says it's Danger, Will Robinson. It says family and danger. So, you know, season 3 is okay. Yeah, so far season 3 is okay, but you understand what I'm saying. Every time they first things first, they found some black man just out there, you know, just out there on a spaceship. Okay, fine, I can roll with that. He was lost in space as well. Then they had and then that chick on there, and then you find out so this dude, this woman, the mother Robinson, if you want to look at it like that, she was a baby mama. Okay, so because the first child she had was by that black astronaut. So shout out to the black astronaut for hitting it raw, right? But yeah, now they're all out in space. I mean, it's just weird. And that's all I can say. It's just weird. But hey, look, she likes to get down like that. She likes to get on down like that. So, but so far you're right, Paul. Season 3 is okay. It is okay. So, yeah, he was Chocolate Thunder. I mean, I guess. But I haven't watched season 2 in such a long time because I haven't had Netflix. Like, I remember getting that email from Netflix. My Netflix was going to be, I was paying $12.99. I didn't have Hulu. I didn't have nothing else. And then because Disney had all their movies on Netflix. So even Avengers, even Black Panther, I think Avengers was on there. So I was watching it on there. Then Disney Plus started. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get Disney Plus. It was only like $5.99. And there was nothing on Netflix except Stranger Things. And that was it. So yeah. Well, remember, the brother didn't wife her up, though. He hit it raw. The reason, the other guy, that Will's dad and the other kid's dad, I guess, and the child, the girl with the red hair who just acts up all the time, that's from the other guy. So, yeah, that dude played stepdaddy. So, ugh. So, ugh. But it looks like it looks like when she was a baby, she met that guy and he went ahead and put it on her because their kids are real close in age. So, well, no, I can't say, well, that dude is a simp, I guess. So, well, again, you don't subscribe to every service, Jeff B. Gaming. I sub just to, like, okay, now I have Hulu through Disney, Disney Plus, Netflix, and I have Peacock and Paramount Plus. I've got too many of them. So I'm keeping Netflix. I'm finished watching, I guess, Lost in Space, and I want to watch Don't Look Up, and then I'm done with that. I'm done with that. What was the other one? Paramount Plus. I signed up to watch preseason football, and preseason football ends Saturday night, right? But this weekend, there's Friday night game, there's a Saturday night game. You know, there's games all weekend. Then then there's cut down day. I think cut down day is the 30th or 31st. So there's no reason for me to have preseason after this weekend. So I'll disengage that. So I'll be fine there. So your wife snuck and got Netflix. Oh, okay. So yeah, there's all these streaming services, and there ain't a whole lot on either one of them. But guys, I am going to hold on. Let me check something here. Let me go there. Go here. Let me go. Oops. They talking about that for Willis. Just checking something out here. 1042. Let's see here. All right, I got time. All right, well, a few more minutes here. So there we go. I forgot about Prime. Thank you. Yeah, I have the same thing, but I'm getting rid of Paramount Plus, and I'm getting rid of Netflix and a couple. I'm just gonna keep Netflix to the middle. I mean, I'm not even gonna get to the next billing cycle. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel it. So I'm gonna finish Lost in Space. I'm gonna watch Don't Look Up, but I've perused Netflix. There's nothing on there. So there is nothing on there. So it is what it is. So, but guys, that's all I had for you for my birthday. I got to go out there and spend a little bit of money and stimulate the economy. So, yeah. So, yeah. But again, your YouTube's lagging. Oh, okay. Always hit the refresh. Just remember that, yeah, have a good one. Because I had to order that. I'm gonna order that motherboard and everything today. So Yep. And I'm going to play some more Madden and get that done. So I am 2-0 in Madden. I can't believe it. I beat Cleveland, which is one of the hardest games I've played on Madden ever, to try to come back and win that game. And because I couldn't make no mistakes in the second half, and I didn't. And then I beat Baltimore. We turned Baltimore over like 4 times. Had a pick 6. I think did Pratt have a pick 6? Yeah, Pratt had a pick 6 in that game. And one time we sacked Jackson, and did we have a pick 6? Yeah. I got 14 points off turnovers because BJ Hill sacked Lamar Jackson and he fumbled. I'm recommending, if you're playing Madden, set your defense to be aggressive and strip the ball, because that's how we won. That's so far that's how I beat Baltimore. I turned them over because they got a hell of a defense. So, but I was able to attack the ends, but Jamar Chase got hurt. So we'll wait and see how my season goes. So, but all right, guys, have a good rest of your day. Go ahead and have a beer. Think of your boy when you do. And